Hello friends, my name is Mustafa and this is Fingerstyle Academy. In today's video I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to go raw improvised here on the channel instead of my usual scripted planned video. Today I'm going to be trolling Trump a little bit by showing you my full cast of Canadian instruments with an instrument reveal. That's right, this is a new instrument that none of you have seen before or heard of yet that I've been keeping tabs on. I've actually had it for about a year, but I haven't got the chance to play it yet. So in the last few weeks, it's been a little bit stressful here at the Kamaliddin household because we've been monitoring the politics, seeing what Trump wants to do with imposing tariffs on Canada, whatnot. And here in our household, we've always championed Canadian products or locally made businesses. We try our best to cater to those businesses. But in the last few weeks, we've noticed that everybody else has been doing the same thing. When you go to the grocery store, everybody's checking the labels. And when you look at restaurants or services, everybody's trying to go Canadian. And right here in this channel, right from the first day, I've always wanted Canadian-made instruments. And I am very happy that I've done that. And I was successful at obtaining those instruments. So without further ado, we're going to start with the instrument that changed everything for me. This is an instrument that has been with me for 20 years now. It's a classic guitar that I almost no longer use, as you can tell from the newly discovered broken first string. This is my very first professional instrument and it has changed my life for a reason. It taught me a very important lesson, which is that you as a player, you could spend a lot of time practicing and trying to improve on your mistakes, listen to your teacher's feedback. And that is all well and done, but that is 80% of the process. There's a very important 20% that is your instrument. And I was at a position where I was practicing non-stop, preparing for a very important jury and audition to enter the performance tier in my university. That's in the third year. Very demanding audition. And I was just not getting it on my Yamaha. The bar chords weren't happening, the phrasing wasn't happening, the volume wasn't loud. So I went ahead and I got a loan from the bank, very expensive loan, and I got this instrument, which at that point, the most expensive thing I've got was a $1,000 guitar. This was $6,000 at the time from a Jeremy Clark from 52 Instruments, and he's located out in Montreal. Whether the instrument is expensive or not, I'll leave that up to you, but it definitely solved the problem for me. I was able to pass that audition and became the performer that I am thanks entirely to this instrument. This instrument is definitely battered. You can tell there's a crack right here, there's a crack in the back, and there are some serious dents on this thing. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but yeah, I have a lot of fond memories with this one. But now that I play ukulele and I look at it, this thing is huge. So I don't think you'll be seeing me playing it anytime soon on the channel. Who knows, I might go back to guitar or have guitar related products, courses and whatnot. But for now, yeah, just want to show you that. That's the Jeremy Clark guitar. Super happy with it. Then we move on to when I started playing ukulele. I had a cheap factory Denver ukulele that was always out of tune from Long & McQuaid, which is a Canadian business. And then I was just fed up with it, so I did some Google search, and I'm very happy to say that I have found Honolua ukulele. This is an instrument that you get a discount on when you join my courses. So most of you students in my course would know this instrument very well. It is a Honolua. Honolua is owned by a person here in Calgary that is basically next door to me if you think in an international setting. I know the owner, I've met him a few times, we talked about the instrument. It is a wonderful instrument that was able to take me from the cheap, always out of tune Denver into something a little bit more sophisticated. That's where my Nothing Else Matters arrangement is recorded on, my Gangster's Paradise is recorded on, and some of my difficult arrangements are recorded on this one. Now this is the deluxe tenor model, and I have it strung in high G because I don't play high G as much as I do with the low G, obviously. So this is kind of like my backup high G version. But I also have their baritone ukulele. I have a concert limited edition zebra wood ukulele, and they all play wonderful. They're all awesome. They all sound great. A really good value for the price. You just have to take care of it. Make sure it's humidified. If you look at my latest baritone video, it has, I show you the crack in that baritone, but it still sounds great. I love it. And yeah, these are the Honolua, probably the cheapest, top quality ukulele you could find. And the owner is in Calgary. Now these are not made in Calgary, but they're also not made in the US. So something to think about if you want to go down the political route. This is definitely a Canadian brand. So keep that in mind. Honolua. My next instrument is the one that you guys are mostly familiar with, the top of the line custom made ukulele by Ken Solomons, who is Canadian and lives about 15 to 20 minutes away from me. Ken Solomons is a classical guitar luthier by trade. When I approached him to make a ukulele, he jumped on the opportunity and was thrilled that there was somebody who was interested in ukuleles because he was interested in creating ukuleles. So we kind of aligned there. And we created this instrument together that is catered specifically for fingerstyle in terms of volume and articulation and the way the trebles and the basses separate. And it's meant to project in large concert halls because I was preparing for my examinations where no electricity is allowed. It has to go acoustic. And I have to say, this is an amazing instrument that allowed me to play so much difficult repertoire. As you can see on the YouTube channel, this is the instrument that I play all the time and I can't be separated away from. This is from Ken Solomons. He's a local luthier in Calgary. I have a video review of this instrument here on the channel that you can check out. And yeah, it is an overall top of the line instrument. It's worth every penny you put into it. I'm gonna tell you right now, it is a very cheap premium instrument considering what you're getting for what you're paying. So definitely check it out if you're interested into investing your dollars into a serious instrument and upgrade your overall playability, tone, and volume. Ken Solomons ukulele. And now comes the special moment that I have announced at the beginning of this video. A new instrument, and as you can tell from the case, this is not a ukulele, it's a guitar. And if you're familiar with the world of guitars, you would know that this is not an acoustic instrument. That's right, this is an electric guitar by local Albertan business Ironside Custom Guitars, who make amazing instruments. Incredible value for the deal, incredibly beautiful. And Craig, the owner of the business, will go the extra mile to make sure whatever you want happens on this instrument. It's a very special instrument for me, not only because it sounds amazing and has all the bells and whistles that I wanted, but it looks absolute gorgeous. Let's check it out. There we go, let's put this away. There you have it, my brand new custom electric guitar, the Oren model, Oren being my son. Look at how beautiful this instrument is with this golden hardware, the imprinted Oren, nice indent here, just overall gorgeous instrument. But I'll just tell you a little bit about what it can do just so that you have a little bit of an understanding of what this instrument is supposed to do. This instrument has pickups from a brand that I've never heard of before, but I was convinced by Craig from the way they sound. This is a Porter pickups, which are American, but I got the guitar before Trump was elected. This one has a three-way pickup selector between the neck, bridge, and the middle, but also you can split it between humbuckers or single coil, which gives you that fuller versus thinner kind of sound between a Strat and other guitars. I love that. You get your volume and tone as usual, but also you get a pickup switcher which takes you away from the electrical pickups into an acoustic pickup. And when you play this guitar with the acoustic pickup on, it sounds like an acoustic guitar plugged to an acoustic amp with that high, bright picking sound that you get from the fingers as well as when you strum. It is unreal how realistic the sound is compared to an acoustic guitar with a pickup. So the guilt here is that this is a gorgeous instrument that I've ordered and I've had for about a year. Because I've been so busy on the channel for the ukulele content that I haven't had the chance to actually play this. I think I've had less than 2 hours of playtime on this. All I've been doing was experiment with how to get a good tone on it before I can actually play it. But here should be a preview of what I want to come next on the instrument. And check this out. You can see the MK Fingerstyle Academy logo here on the back of it. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the wood grain on that fretboard. I cannot get enough of it. Or that pickup guard. Just amazing instrument. So Craig, if you're watching this, I apologize for not playing the instrument yet. I promise you that I will at some point and I'll release content for it. And for you guys, I hope you appreciate this. If you want an electric guitar, Craig from Ironside Guitars is the man to go to. He's located in Alberta. Alas, if you're a luthier, I just want to give you a quick tip here from a performer that's a content creator. All the brands that I have worked for and released content featuring their instruments with direct links to their instruments in the description, have benefited a lot from these videos, and they were able to increase their sales, increase traffic to their websites. So I would say if you're a luthier and you haven't found a content creator that you can collaborate with and feature your instruments on, you should really try to do so in your own local area. Obviously, I would be more than happy to feature your own instruments if you're in Alberta or Calgary. If you're willing to drop them in my place, I can record content for you. Or if you are in a different province, you can ship them to me. But then we're going to have some problems with shipping it back, who owns the instrument, etc., etc. If you're a luthier, I highly recommend you find a content creator that you trust and like, that you have a good relationship with them, and they are constantly producing content featuring your instrument. It will help you a lot with sales and traffic. I hope you've enjoyed watching these instruments. If you want to listen to these instruments, I'm going to create a link right here for the classical guitar that you've seen, a link right here for the low G ukulele so you can hear it, and a link right here for the high G so you can hear it in action as well. They all sound wonderful, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.